Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today, I'm going to be taking you guys into the very hard Ifrit and Bahamut fight. I know it's kind of strange that this guide is coming out after the EX1 guide that I already did, but I wanted to take my time and really go for a team that would be at least friendlier towards minnows / free-to-play players. And so that kind of took me probably more tries than doing the EX1 fight. So I hope you guys appreciate that today. I'm going to be taking in Matt. He's not going to be running any healing weapons over OB3, I believe. I'll be bringing in Zack. He'll be running the ceremonial sword. I don't believe that's even over OB1. But I will be bringing Sephiroth. His edged wings is at OB10. However, even if you have it lower, maybe OB5, OB6 would be definitely nice. I think OB5 is still going to be pretty dang strong. But yeah, let's go in here. Let's check out the summon right here, and we're going to talk about the quest itself. I did try this many times with Yuffie. However, with the lack of a ice mastery or arcanum costume, it's pretty hard for her to dish out the damage, especially with I only have the ice shuriken for her at OB1, and so I was really having trouble with the DPS window, especially towards the end when they both start to cast their special attacks. Alright, so as you guys can see here, this is going to be my team going into the fight. I do want to point out here on Ifrit, if we go into the other info, that under his immunities, poison is not there. Now, I hadn't noticed this actually in my EX1 fight, but Ifrit can be poisoned, so bringing bio as a materia into this fight is going to be very helpful. It will tick at 4% of his total HP per tick. You normally need to cast it twice in order for it to stick, so just keep that in mind. Other than that, the bosses are exactly the same as you fought them before. So I'm going to go over the top end of the build right here and then the back. The team is a total power of 232,000. I'm going to be running Sephiroth, Matt, and Zack, as I said. On Sephiroth, I will be running Shiva's Diamond Dust, the Ice Arcanum costume, Edged Wings OB10. I'm also running the Northern Lights here for the physical attack break, because Ifrit can do a decent amount of physical attack damage, and also Bahamut can also do some as well. So this is going to help breaking that if you need to do it in the fight. You could also run Aonibi for the magic attack up. You could also run Kuja's Spirit Blade if you had that. There's a bunch of options, honestly. Other than that, I'm going to be running a Cura in his main slot, an Ice Breach in his second, though I won't use it too often, and a Blizzara in his third slot. That was more of just a stat stick right there. Over here on Matt, I'm going to be running the Killer Hornet. It was the only costume I had for him other than his stock one. I'm going to have Gigantic Shield here, which is going to raise our magic defense, physical defense up, I believe, to mid, if we check this out. Yeah, it's going to be mid. It's just going to be there as a backup just in case he can't get off enough heals in order to get that buff up, etc. But the most important thing about Matt here is going to be his core defender. You are going to want to bring characters into this fight that have AoE magic defense up. So Cloud, Matt, Red 13, all of these characters can do the job, so you're definitely going to want at least one of them in there. So bring your strongest character. Now, Matt, he can work with either Prime Number or this new Centipede weapon right here. I like Centipede because it also comes with an AoE physical defense up, which is super nice because the bosses kind of mix and match between magic and physical damage. So Matt is going to be taking care of AoE physical defense up and AoE magic defense up, which is pretty handy. He's also going to be running a Cura in the first slot, Blizzara in the second slot, and just a regular Sigil break in the third just for the stats. Last but not least, we have Zack running his Shinra full dress uniform for the HP and buff debuff extension. He is going to be running the ceremonial sword. I'm stoked that I finally get to bring this out into a fight. It's only at OB1, but it is still a very powerful weapon. In the second slot, I am going to be running Twinkling Star. This is a great weapon. I wish I would have this costume. I ended up wish listing this after this was off banner. I still think it's fantastic. this is going to decrease magic attack and decrease physical defense. So it's going to make it so that he does more damage with his ceremonial sword, and he's going to break Bahamut's magic attack. Just so you know, Ifrit cannot be broken for physical attack or magic attack, so don't even try. Just focus on Bahamut. If you don't have Twinkling Star on Zack, you can bring Tifa's Tiger Fangs for that as well. And I believe there are a couple other characters that have magic attack break weapons, although I can't remember them off the top of my head. I am going to be bringing his Slash combo Limit Break, Kira in the first slot, our bio here for Ifrit in the second slot, so don't forget that. And just a Blizzara blow right here for Ifrit's ignition phase, where he basically can only have it lowered by doing ice damage. Now I'm going to jump into the back end of the characters and show you what we have going on, their stats, and the sub-weapons here. Sephiroth is going to be sitting at 92k power, 8.5k HP, 3.2k magic attack, 140 physical defense, 172 magic defense. So very defensive build here for Sephiroth. If we go down and I show you guys the R abilities, he is looking pretty solid. Magic defense at 4, HP at 4, physical defense at 2. We have ice potency at 5, magic attack at 7. So pretty damn solid all around for him. If we go into the back end, though, I am just running 2 of 3 free OB10 weapons. This is the Bahamut Knuckles, which you can farm from fighting Bahamut. This is the Hell House Collar, which came from the Hell House event. And last but not least, I just have a level 80 OB2 Absolute Royal for the magic attack ice potency right here. So nothing crazy on Sephiroth. Going over to Matt Winsard, he is sitting at a power of 65,000, 8.5k HP. Just so you guys know, the bosses can hit pretty hard. I was speccing for a good amount of HP, 8.5 or higher. Not to say that it couldn't be done with less, but it is going to definitely make your life a little tougher, especially if you don't have a super strong healer. Like this Centipede is a great weapon, but it does have a lower potency than the prime number. So you just got to kind of, you know, choose your pros and your cons there. His physical attack and magic attack is nothing great. His physical defense 111, magic defense 113, but his healing, however, which is his primary job for this entire fight, is 2400, which is fantastic. His R abilities down here are pretty good. We have heal boosted all the way to 8, and the way that we've done that is I've spec'd 2 healing weapons here in the back end. We have Fairy Tail at level 100. It's at OB10. Doesn't really have anything crazy going for it. It only has boost heal at 29 and earth resist, which we don't even need. So if you did have the Chocobo Staff, which is a free weapon and even has magic defense on it, that's actually going to be better. So I'm going to drop the Fairy Tail for this free weapon. This is really the sleeper weapon for subs for healing, is the Guard Stick. This is OB6 level 80. Its boost healing is at 46 as opposed to Fairy Tail's 31 at OB10. So this is great. Plus it has boost limit break potential. Just a fantastic weapon. So whatever you have, spec for healing, spec for defenses, magic or physical, I think. And then for here, I just popped on the crystal gloves for the extra HP. So whatever you have that has a good amount of HP to get him up over 8k is going to work great. Last but not least, we have Zack Fair, 74k power, almost 10k HP, 2.7k physical attack, 121 defense, 123 magic defense. His R abilities are as shown here, so pretty solid all around, and I'll pop them up for you guys to see. And going into his sub weapons, nothing crazy. We have the 1000 waves right here. I have a copy of the Maritime Sword at OB10, well, technically 12, although it doesn't really add too much. And then I have the Black Whiskers here at OB8. Honestly, I'm just speccing for physical attack while keeping some defensive stats and HP. If you don't have weapons this built, just stack as much as you can. Sephiroth is going to, your ice DPS is going to be the main DPS of this fight. And as you guys can see, I only have his main weapon at OB1, so I just wanted to kind of compensate that a little bit. But yeah, that being said, that is going to be the setup for the fight today. It is a pretty fun fight. It starts off with a bang as these normally do, but without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, here we are going into the Ifrit and Bahamut fight. It does have kind of a delicate mechanic, so just follow along and you'll definitely get through it. Alright, so at the beginning, what's important is the timing of Matt casting Amulet Tribute. Alright, so I'm going to wait till the ATB is max, cast it once. Zack is going to automatically break the magic attack of Bahamut, any of your characters will on their own. All right, on the second cast of Amulet Tribute, I'm going to wait until the bar is a little bit more than halfway. Cast it to make sure that it doesn't wear off before you need it. At the end, we're just going to block this and switch the target over to Ifrit. All right. Now we're going to take the first Crimson Flare. It's still going to do a sizable amount of damage, even with the break and the AoE magic defense. All right, first thing we're going to do is heal ourselves. I'm going to let Zack and Sephiroth both heal. And now I'm going to start getting off some damage on Ifrit right here. Just enough until Bahamut gets to the 4 countdown. And in the meantime, Matt is going to heal everyone back up to full. All right, here we go. And Zack is going to inflict poison on Bahamut. All right, there you go. Now we're going to switch back to Bahamut, and we're going to break that Mega Flare. Okay. Make sure that Matt is just healing over and over. You need to get everyone back up to full HP right now. All right, we should be able to break this before it gets to 2. There we go. Boom. Beautiful. Now I'm going to switch back to Ifrit. We're going to Ice Breach him. And we're just going to start laying on the damage right here. Matt is still going to be healing. Get everyone to full HP. They're just going to both start attacking you while Ifrit goes into his ignition phase. At this point, we're just trying to do as much ice damage as possible while keeping our HP up as much as possible. Zack is going to recast Bio. You really only need to get the ignition to around 1/3 of the way down because Shiva is going to be able to do a significant portion of it. All right, here we go. And right at the end, I'm going to cast the 2 limit breaks, which will fully break his ignition bar, lowering the amount of damage from his next attack to the lowest amount it can be. And since we're casting Shiva from Sephiroth, who has the highest ice potency, it's going to do extra damage. All right, there you have it. Right at the end, we're just going to switch over to blue and block his attack. Hopefully Sephiroth survives. I think he will. All right, perfect. Now we're going to heal from the recovery right here. Bahamut is going to start casting right now Unity Aura. Okay, just make sure we keep on getting everyone back up to full HP. I don't mind if Sephiroth or Zack heal at this point in time. We want to make sure everyone's back up to full. All right, now we're going to switch over to the blue. All right, we're going to block this attack and quickly get off a recovery circle. And now we are going to kill Ifrit as quickly as possible. They're going to both start charging their next big attack right here in a second. All right, there you go. Harness Magic and Mega Flare incoming. All right, so we're going to take Ifrit down as quickly as we can. And then heal up and prepare for Mega Flare. All right, here it is, guys. All right, so with Sephiroth, he's just going to keep on aerial frostblading. All right, we're going to heal back up to full. And it looks like we are going into the Mega Flare right here. So it's the same thing. Matt and Zack are going to just Amulet Tribute over and over and keep breaking his magic attack as well. All right, there we go. And now we have also Gigantic Shield here at the end. All right, that's going to be a little bit of our saving grace right here. All right, there we go. I'm going to cast it right at the end. So make sure you save that ability up until this point in the fight. It is pretty crucial. Okay, and we're going to switch over to the block. Hopefully we survive this. It is pretty strong. Sweet. All right, so I'm going to recovery circle from that. And now we are going to push the offensive on Bahamut as much as we can, as fast as we can. All right. At this point in time, still Sephiroth and Zack are going full blown. Matt is still just healing back up to full right here. All right, here we go. It looks like we have the dive bomb incoming. It's going to be on Matt. I don't really mind if it takes him out. Now let's see here. I'm going to break Bahamut's physical attack with Radiant Aurora. And I'm not sure we'll get off this physical defense up. Yes, we did. All right, so hopefully Matt will survive this. Barely with the physical attack break right there. Oh, I used the limit break right there to dodge that attack. It was about to kill Matt. I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to keep Matt alive right here. Unless Sephiroth can quickly heal him. Oh, thank goodness. All right, now here comes the countdown. We're going to get off this recovery circle right here. And we are heading into the end of the fight, my friends. All right, so we're looking pretty good so far. All right, I'm just going to be healing up one more time with Matt, even though at this point you're really just pushing damage. He's not going to be attacking you during this countdown phase, so you don't really have to worry about it. Go full DPS with everybody, although I just have Lazara on Matt, so you can't really do that much damage. Sephiroth right here is just going to keep on aerial frostblading. And I'm going to get off this Diamond Dust before he does any attacks. Actually, I'm surprised that he's doing Umbral Strike, so I take back what I said. He will attack you during that countdown phase. Certain ones he won't, and I guess certain ones he will. But that is going to take down Bahamut. That is going to end the very hard Ifrit versus Bahamut fight. Like I was saying, if you have any characters with a Ice Mastery or Ice Arcanum costume, I'm guessing that you have at least an OB3, 4, or 5 weapon. That should be more than enough to take this down, especially if you bring a stronger sub DPS than Zack. Tifa is a great choice here. She also has a high potency magic break, or magic attack break, that is going to work a lot better than Zack's Twinkling Star here. Anyways, I hope that this guide has been helpful for you guys today. If it was, don't forget to drop a like on the channel. I appreciate that a lot. And if you are keen on future content, don't forget to sub to the channel. That being said, I hope you all have a wonderful day. I wish you the best of luck taking down the very hard Ifrit and Bahamut fight. Take care and peace.